All right, what's up, everybody? Welcome to the party. Today is Thursday, October 9th, 2025. This is episode 980 of your Simply Cyber Daily Cyber Threat Brief, live from Deadwood at Wild West Hack and Fest. If you are looking to stay current on the top cyber threat intelligence news while engaging with an amazing community and leveling yourself up as a professional so you can crush it at work today, tomorrow, next week, or you can find a new job and be like, I got this, bruh. This is where you're going to get it. This is the Daily Cyber Threat Brief. Let's go. Internet issues. Excellent. Welcome to the party, per usual. Hold on one second. You guys are seeing this thing that I got to do it this way. So special, obviously live from Deadwood. As you can see, pan out, cameraman. If you can see here, we are cooking. We've got a full panel for you. So we're bringing the hot takes galore. James McQuiggan, Casually Joseph, Ms. Julian, and on the soundboard, audio engineer, Cosmic Cowboy, Jesse Johnson. You can see we've taken over all the TVs here at the Grand Mew Mountain Lodge. It's all about good times. How you doing? Let us know in chat. People are super pumped about what's going on. I want you all to know, if this is your first episode, this is a special episode. It's quite wild that this is your first. But drop a hashtag first timer in chat. Hashtag first timer in chat. Let us know it's your first time. We have a special sound effect, a special emote, and a special way to welcome our new friends into the circle. You're definitely included here. Get in here, Fred. Also, every single episode, including this episode with this brain trust, which is like exceptional, is worth half a CPE. So crush your cybersecurity certification requirements and do it in a wicked fun way. Just say what's up in chat. Ladies and gentlemen, it's coming in live right now. Right now, I think Kathy Chambers has entered the building. Kathy Chambers. All right, so it's official. All right, so drop a hey Kathy in chat, if you will. Welcome her properly. But anyway, say what's up in chat, grab a screenshot, file it away. You don't always need the screenshots. It's basically if you're getting audited, you have to prove that you were there. And going back and scrubbing 350 episodes is a pain in the butt. So just take a screenshot because you're here right now. It's as simple as that. So we got our CPEs. We got our first-timer shout-outs. Oh, and I want to say it's Thursday's Meme of the Week. Dan Reardon, the guy behind the camera right now, does a custom meme every week for us. I have no idea what it's going to be. I haven't even seen it myself. So, I guess we're all going to find out at the same time. Now, before we get into it, I do need to do the ad reads and the stream sponsors. We'll do 3, and then I'll do Delete Me at the mid-roll because I don't have the read on me at this moment, which is all fine and dandy. All right, so first off, let's say shout out and love to none other than Barricade Cyber Solutions, Fortify 365. Go to Fortify 365. Hold on, let me play music. It's always better with music. Fortify365.com. What's the point? Listen, if you're running an M365 environment and you haven't properly secured it, right? You're just using base configurations and whatnot, you're doing yourself a disservice. Eric Taylor and his team, they can come in and help you not just secure your environment and harden it, but align it to different compliance frameworks. So if you're looking to get SOC 2 compliant, if you're looking to get CMMC so you can work on those government contracts, go to Fortify365.com, smash the easy button, and just have Eric and his team come over and hook you up. Again, Fortify365.com. Simple as that. Now, if there wasn't a more on-brand ad for today, Anti-Siphon Training. Anti-Siphon Training is disrupting the traditional cybersecurity training industry by offering high-quality, cutting-edge education to everyone. I just realized that. High-quality, cutting-edge education to everyone, regardless of financial position. If you go to Anti-Siphon Training, you'll see their entire stable of courses. Here at Wild West Hack and Fest, they had 2 days of live in-person training. They do async training. They do webinars every week. They do long-form webinars, short-form webinars. It's basically, what would you call it, like a buffet of education opportunities? Yeah. We're getting the nods from the panel, so this is good. We're just kind of warming them up down there right now, so this is good. Go to antisyphontraining.com today. Find the training that works best for you. Get it at an incredibly affordable rate and level yourself up. Thank you, as always, Anti-Siphon Training. And then, of course, let's throw some love to ThreatLocker. ThreatLocker, longtime sponsor. Let's hear from them. And then I'm going to melt your face alongside this panel of human flamethrowers as we rip through the top cyber news stories of the day. Let's go.
I want to give some love to the Daily Cyber Threat Brief sponsor, ThreatLocker. Do zero-day exploits and supply chain attacks keep you up at night? Well, worry no more. You can harden your security with ThreatLocker. Worldwide, companies like JetBlue trust ThreatLocker to secure their data and keep their business operations flying high. ThreatLocker takes a deny-by-default approach to cybersecurity and provides a full audit of every action allowed or blocked for risk management and compliance. Onboarding and operation is fully supported by their US-based Cyber Heroes support team. Get a free 30-day trial and learn more about how ThreatLocker can help prevent ransomware and ensure compliance. Visit threatlocker.com/dailycyber.
All right, here we go. So I do want to say a really quick shout out. I said it before the feed went, but shout out to everybody who's here live right now. People got up at 5:45, 6 a.m., came rolling in. Shout out to the Dale's Sportsbook who's hosting us today. Made coffee. We had IT support, Randy and Russ, absolute community members of the week, studs, making this happen. So also Jesse on AV, Dan on the camera, Tech Ricky on setup, James McQuiggan. Like, dude, it's insane what we've accomplished up in here. But now it's time to sit back, relax. It's the DJ B-Sec Spicy, I forgot. It's been a minute since I used the mobile studio. Sit back, relax, and let's let the cool sounds of the hot news. Hold on. Sound effect, go. I think you missed. No. It for some stupid reason, the first time you... Spicy. There we go. All right, guys, let's get going, all right? All right, let's do it. Wait, hold on. Nope.
While no evidence shows its systems were...
Nope, hold on. This is perfect. Pay no attention to the man behind the curtain. All right, here we go. I think this is the right...
From the CISO series, it's cybersecurity headlines.
These are the cybersecurity headlines for Thursday, October 9th, 2025. I'm Sarah Lane. Google's DeepMind AI agent fixes and finds vulnerabilities. Google DeepMind unveiled CodeMender, an AI agent that autonomously finds and fixes software vulnerabilities. Using Gemini DeepThink models, CodeMender can rewrite code to eliminate entire classes of security bugs, validate changes via static and dynamic analysis, fuzzing, and multi-agent systems, and prevent regressions. Over the past 6 months, it has delivered 72 security fixes to large open source projects, though all patches are reviewed before submission. The tool addresses the growing challenge of keeping pace with AI-generated vulnerabilities.
All right, hold on. Someone just said, is this last week's news? I don't think so. Let's confirm, or can someone confirm that? Look at CISO series and make sure that this is today's first news for today. If not, we're gonna giddy up on it. This is a hot story. So Google DeepMind, if you didn't know, is as far as I'm concerned, is the OG of neural linked LLMs. Like, they kind of invented it. In fact, I always talk about Mustafa Suleyman's book, The Coming Wave. He is one of the co-founders of DeepMind before Google bought them in 2014. But the point here is this thing is going in and not just identifying vulnerabilities, but it's also fixing it, which to me is actually the real rub here. So using AI to find vulnerabilities, sure, why not? Having it rewrite, I think that there's an opportunity here for basically new vulnerabilities to be injected, right? I do know that this idea of vibe coding that's taken the world by storm, because you can write a SaaS app in like 15 minutes using Cursor, is cool, but people that I know that have been using it say that the Cursor, specifically Cursor is like this AI tool that you just tell it what the web app is you want and it'll do it. Cursor is making fundamental, like, week one software developer vulnerabilities, like OWASP top 10 all throughout it. So, having this technology is super good, but I do think it introduces a possibility for more problems, right? Like, again, everybody's been echoing this. Keep a human in the loop. It's someone who knows what they're doing. James McQuiggan, thoughts on DeepMind here?
Yeah, no, I agree. Getting that human in the loop is key with this. As I was seeing the story and kind of trying to figure out where is it doing it on current software or is it doing it on development software? Because if it's on production software, that for me is always a little unnerving, because as much as we want to get it patched, we got to make sure we're doing the QA and checking that it's not breaking anything. What about you, CJ?
No, absolutely. I think one of the things that was pointed out in the story is that no matter the changes they make, it is reviewed before it's implemented. So at least there's that.
Yeah.
Definitely something you don't want to just let it go and all of a sudden you try to boot your app one day and maybe a back-end database goes away. I feel like we heard something about that recently.
Yep.
Yeah. What about you, Alexis?
Yeah, just echoing everybody else's comments here. Like Jerry said with the vibe coding, it just gets a bad taste in your mouth with the possibilities for exploitation or anything to go wrong. But it's good that they have the people, human interaction reviewing.
All right, let's keep on cooking.
California law lets consumers universally opt out of data sharing. California's governor signed a new law requiring web browsers to include an easy-to-find universal opt-out option for data sharing, letting Californians block third-party data sales with one click. The law expands on the 2018 California Consumer Privacy Act, which granted the right to send opt-out signals but did not require browsers to make them simple to use. Governor Newsom also approved related bills, strengthening the state's data broker disclosure rules and requiring social media platforms to fully delete user data upon account cancellation.
All right, so from the Office of Privacy, this is pretty cool. Now, for those who don't know, California has notoriously been a front runner in privacy. They're nowhere near what the European Union is, but Maine and California are like pro, and actually Texas, surprisingly, which not to dunk on Texas here, but like I wouldn't have put them in the list, have been really pushing for privacy and individual rights. I love this, honestly. Two things. One, right now they've made it easy for you to cancel like gym memberships and memberships of things that used to be you have to jump around. There was a law passed around that. This one feels very similar where right now, like even we're going to hear an ad from Delete Me in about 10 minutes here. Right now, it's actually quite burdensome to opt out of these privacy things. Like sometimes you'll get picked back up into the flow. Sometimes they make it super hard. You have to navigate a bunch of things. So for California to pass this law, I love it. I think it's awesome. Unfortunately, even though it's a complete blueprint for other states to adopt, I don't think that will happen. And then, the data brokers, they obviously make their money off that. I'm sure they lobbied their butt off trying to make this law not get passed. But they're not going to stop. Like, there's, millions and millions of Americans who are not going to get caught up in this. Plus, like, what happens if you move or you have, like, a vacation home in a different state? And, I'm sure the data broker's got a team of lawyers on that one. Joseph, any thoughts on this, baby? Yeah. I was referring to the story as the baby, but you can think of it as yourself.
No, I mean, you kind of hit it right on the head. The universal opt-out is something that I feel like should be well more rolled out than just California. I mean, we kind of see it with GDPR, which is awesome, and I'm glad that we're taking this step this way. Hopefully we'll be impacted, or the people in California will be impacted less and less by data breaches.
I love it. All right, so let's keep cooking here.
China Nexus actors weaponize Nezha open source tool. A China-linked threat actor is exploiting the open source server management tool Nezha to compromise organizations, primarily in Southeast Asia. Attackers gained initial access through unsecured PHP MyAdmin instances, performed log poisoning to deploy a web shell, and then used Nezha to manage systems, disable Windows Defender, and install Ghost Rat malware. Since August, more than 100 organizations across 6 continents, including large media and academic targets, have been affected. Researchers highlight the growing trend of repurposing legitimate tools for attacks due to low detection risk and minimal research cost.
Yeah, okay. So, I mean, I don't know. Like, this is funny because I feel like this is one of those ones where, like, if you're not a cybersecurity practitioner, you're like, oh, like, like, got to freak out. But, like, at the end of the day, this is just an RMM tool, whether it's on GitHub or it's some, private code base that you have to pay a contract license for. That's all it is. The fact that they're saying it's like innovative or a new twist because it's Chinese based is ludicrous to me. Like, there's people all over the world writing code now, especially with vibe coding and all that. So if you can get someone, a victim, to run an RMM tool, like you own them, but you know what I mean? Like I don't know, it's like point and click hacking, if you will. Now, Alexis works in a SOC, right? So she's probably seeing lots of this. Within the scope of what you can talk about, Alexis, what are your thoughts about this? Is this an innovative new twist, or is this, what are your thoughts on it?
Yeah, I don't really think that this is an innovative new twist necessarily. It's, there's so many tools out there that you can use, and open source tools too as well. So it's, there's a lot of possibilities there, and it's a lot, yeah. Sorry.
No, it's good. Joseph, what are you seeing at your work, since you see all this stuff coming in hot?
Oh, yeah. I mean, a lot of environments love to have basically the doors wide open for RMMs. They sometimes don't even know which ones they're actually using or not. And so, you see another RMM tool, and maybe it's legit, maybe it's not. And
a lot of times they're running on domain admin.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. 100%. And they don't even know if it's there. So it's really important to kind of maybe make some detections for anything that's not the RMM tool you're using, and get some application whitelisting or allow listing in there to maybe lock it down a bit.
James, it looks like you had something you wanted to chime in on this guy.
I was my original thought was it's Thursday and there's another tool that's been exploited, and surprise, it's remote management.
Yeah, and even though I agree 100%. Application whitelisting super super good, and different tool, different day, and it helps. At the end of the day, it helps IT do their job, which is why it's there, right? It's not because Carl wants to remote home or something like that. Yeah, we got a Carl. Okay, so but here's the thing. There's also a lot of situations, especially in healthcare. I always go back to healthcare. There's always a lot of situations where a vendor will say, we're going to put this appliance, we're going to put this special thing in your environment, and you're not allowed to touch it because it's either certified or your team isn't qualified, or you can spend $100,000 to send your person to training, or you can spend $35,000 to have us remotely manage it. Every CFO is going to be like, no, we're not training our people because they're going to quit immediately. What ends up happening is you basically have to whitelist a variety of different remote access tools, and sometimes you don't even have visibility of them coming and going because it's a what do they call it? It's like a reach out one versus like a tunnel in and then remote in. So, this is, to James's point, it's Thursday. It's a new RMM tool. Like whatever, throw Neza on top of the tire pile of remote management tools and just keep on going about your business.
DraftKings thwarts attack, urges password reset, and MFA. DraftKings detected a credential stuffing attack on September 2nd using stolen logins from non-DraftKings sources. While no evidence shows its systems were breached or sensitive data was stolen, some user accounts may have been accessed at least temporarily. Impacted users were notified and advised to reset passwords and enable MFA. DraftKings added technical safeguards to prevent future attacks. This does follow previous incidents, including one in 2022, affecting 68,000 accounts.
Hold on one second. Someone, what are your thoughts on this while I give you a visual of what my thoughts are on that?
Well, as it was playing, it's like, yep, Thursday, we've got another credential stuffing, and guess what, everybody? Got to reset the passwords because essentially, people use the same password, believe it or not. There he goes. But yeah, certainly it's unfortunate, but with a lot of people liking to use the same password over and over again, it's certainly another attack waiting to happen.
There it is.
Now you got it. There we go.
This is my inner monologue when I see stories like this, and I swear to God I did not contact CISO Series and ask whoever to attack DraftKings so this story would appear today. Listen to me, okay? I'm sorry to dictate this so strongly. You'll notice in the story, okay? Hold on, I gotta get this here. There's one key element here that makes me want to punch a wall.
Enable. Yeah.
Enable MFA. That's the guidance here. How about require MFA? Not only is this, it's like money, and I know DraftKings and FanDuel are going gangbusters, making so much money, ESPN Bet and all that stuff. There's big money in it, and they want people to be able to have wicked smooth access. My cousin Pat, I spent some time with him this weekend. FanDuel power user, okay? Like, he wants it to be just slippery. You just slide right in there. Oh, hit the parlays, right? That's fine. But guess what? Normal users, they reuse passwords. Normal users use winter 2025 exclamation point. Normal users don't reset their creds. Normal users don't use password vaults, right? Or even passkeys, even though it pops up and says, would you like to use a passkey? And they're like, I don't know what that means. Like, no. Like, this is a problem. Like, can we pass a law? Like, great job, California, passing the privacy law. How about we pass a law requiring these entities to require MFA and you opt out by default? Because
Require non-phishable MFA.
yeah, well, I mean, I'll start with,
Let's get some MFA. Let's just get something, yeah.
Anyways, so credential stuffing attack, for those who don't know, it's basically where you take a password list, username list, and you just try, and then log in. This is direct. It says no evidence of data loss, but, I mean, I don't know how it, yeah, maybe they weren't copying stuff out, but like I would imagine like trying to move money, trying to get creds, trying to even socially engineer victims and say like, oh, hey, this is Carl from FanDuel. We're noticing some anomalous activity on your thing. Go ahead and send us your bank account so we can confirm it or whatever. Thank you for coming to my TED Talk. Joseph, do you have any thoughts on this before I lose my mind?
I will say, at least they thwarted it, and not like a certain company a few years ago, a little DNA company you may have heard of, who was getting credential stuffed, and they were like, yeah, it's on the user. Yeah. And so I'll give them props for that. And other than that, credential stuffing attack. It's probably happening all the time because it is. It's Thursday.
Yeah, credential stuffing attacks happen probably like all the time, all day. And it's not anything new, and I don't think that it's ever going to go away. So it's more of, ensuring that, how do we ensure our users have the awareness not to reuse passwords, and, going into all the security awareness training, and how do you do that broadly, right?
Yeah, I got a hot take on that. I wonder how many NFL referees logins we're going to see on this.
Yeah.
That is really funny. And it's a good point. It's a good point. All right. Do you have any final thoughts on this? Okay. All right. Let's keep cooking here, y'all. All right. We do have the mid-roll. Yeah, okay.
Huge thanks to our sponsor, ThreatLocker. Cyber criminals don't knock. They sneak in through the cracks other tools miss. That's why organizations are turning to ThreatLocker. As a zero-trust endpoint protection platform, ThreatLocker puts you back in control, blocking what doesn't belong and stopping attacks before they spread. Zero-trust security starts here with ThreatLocker.
I almost just spoke into my phone like it was a microphone. Jesus. All right. Hey, so it is the mid-roll. I'm going to do the delete me ad read real quick, and then we're going to do the meme of the week, which I think is going to come in here at some point really quickly. I'm going to play a little music behind this, Jesse. So here we go really quickly. All right, guys. Oh, Jesus, that's loud. Okay, here we go. All right, so really quick. Shout out to the stream sponsors, Delete Me, including Delete Me. Thank you. Right now, the headlines are chock full of data breaches as we're demonstrating in real time, and regulatory rollbacks making us all vulnerable. But you can do something about it. Delete Me is here to make it easy, quick, and safe to remove your personal data online. Want an easier way to deal with data breaches? Get Delete Me. The fact is, we're all at risk. How many times have you gotten an email or letter saying your data has been breached, or you've got 25 cents 4 times over for your pack mail or parking spot thing? Annoying, right? But the good news is Delete Me can help. As someone with an active online presence, privacy is really important to me. Many of you know I have a wife, children. I'm traveling right now. It'd be nice to have peace of mind to know that my home is actually not, Googleable. And Delete Me helps me with that. All right, hold on. This is really small. All right. Take control of your data. Keep your private life private by signing up for Delete Me now at a special discount for our listeners live and on stream. Get 20% off your Delete Me when you go to www.joindeleteme.com/simplycyber and use promo code simplycyber at checkout. The only way to get 20% off is to go to www.joindeleteme.com/simplycyber and enter code simplycyber at checkout. That's www.joindeleteme.com/simplycyber, code simplycyber. All right. So now it's time for the mid-roll. Alpha Sierra, you're probably going to want to feel this. There we go. That feels right. Doesn't that just feel right, everybody?
All right, I want to say thank you to the stream sponsors, as always, crushing it, allowing us to do this, whether it's at Grandview Mountain Lodge or doing it live from the hotel room or wherever we are. Genuinely, thank you, and thank you to all the Simply Cyber community members. You don't show up, it doesn't happen. Thank you all. You guys are amazing. All right, now, every day of the week has a special segment, and Thursdays is What's Your Meme Thursday. I'm going to pull this up right now in real time. Is it in mod chat or where is it? It's in Discord. Okay, hold on. We're going to see this in real time together, so let this wash over you in an awesome wave. Here we go. Oh, God. I'll try not to look at... Oh, my God, bro. Here's your meme of the week. There we go. This is you. This is Dan Reardon's meme of the week. Thank you very much, Dan Reardon. As always, delivering the hot takes. We are live at Deadwood, which is in Badlands, South Dakota. Casually Joseph riding on the left, Dan on the right, and then me apparently having some issues dead center in the middle. So go ahead and let that wash over you. We will jump to the la-la-la-las. As always, looks like chat is enjoying it really quick for the people at home who want to see it. Get some chat love in here. Primus. Nope. Okay, hold on. I'm going to take a sip, and then we're going to jump to la-la-las. All right, people love it, Haircut Fish. Casually Joseph is in the meme and on the panel. Hot Wings face. All right, so let's go really quick to the la-la-las. All right, I think it's... I forget where it is. It's been a minute. Here we go. All right, Alpha Sierra, lead us off. We're blowing a copyright out for this one, so let's let it crush it. And if you want to sing along, go ahead. You know the words. Let's get back. It's always fun to mess around. It's so hot right now. Oh, I don't even have that. Simple Minds is so hot right now. It's right. I love it. So worth the blowout. Oh, we got a super chat here. Whoops. Hold on. FedEx coming in hot with the super chat. Shout out to my mentor at 35,000 feet for endorsing me. There we go. Also, there you go, James.
I was going to say, way to go, FedEx. Provisionally passing his CISSP.
Yep, congratulations. Saw that on socials and absolutely crushing it. Also want to say a quick addition to the show. This isn't happening in real time. We will be changing the what do we just become best friends, I believe, to the Macho Man Randy Savage, like, oh, yeah. So look forward to that addition to the show coming up shortly. All right, let's keep cooking on the backside of this. By the way, someone tell Nick Barker it's 8:30 and nailed it. All right.
A quick reminder for fans of the CISO series and NYC-based security professionals.
Okay.
You're all welcome to join us for what should be very fun networking event in New York City on October 21st at 5:30 p.m. It is free, so head on over to the events page at CISOseries.com to register. Russian hackers turn to AI as old tactics fail. Ukrainian researchers report that Russian hackers are increasingly using AI and new tactics as Kiev's defenses improve. Attacks now include AI-generated malware, automated phishing, and zero-click exploits, while hackers adopt a steal-and-go model, taking data quickly and then disappearing. CERT UA noted that Russian cyber operations are also coordinated with missile and drone strikes, but Ukraine's defenses have largely kept pace, neutralizing most intrusions.
All right, so this is, I guess interesting, but at the same time, like kind of, normal for right now what we're doing. So Russia's using AI. Oh, like everybody's using AI. Like if you're not using AI, you're like not doing it right. So obviously, I think that the key story here is, or the key point for practitioners, there's two elements here. One is
clearly there's an increase in detection, mean time to detection, because they're smashing and grabbing and getting out instead of doing what China does more and like lay low and slow and cook in a bunch of persistence. So that's one thing. So way to go, Ukraine and Ukrainian government systems and SOC engineers everywhere defending those networks, because clearly it's working. The other thing that I thought was interesting, and I don't really think this is for a practitioner in the room or in chat right now to take full advantage of, but this is a perfect case study here. Let me change the scammer here. It's a perfect case study on integrating cyber capabilities into a full suite of military capability, right? So a lot of us are, I'm a huge cyber dork, right? So I think cyber could like stand on its own and do all the things. But when you integrate it as a full military capability, you can then, disrupt a network or have GPS pings and then send, basically kinetic war ammo or mortars or whatever the military people say. I'll have to ask those people. Is that the right word? Mortars? What is it? Oh, Eric Taylor. Christine, is it mortars? What are we sending? What's a heavy munition? Send it. Okay, so yeah. So you knock it out. You have the GPS and then you send it, right? Or sendy? Isn't that what the Gen Zs are saying now? Sendies? Is that a thing? Okay, so full sendy. Anyway, so I think that's really the lesson here. It's like seeing the maturity of the cyber capability, because for years I was like a staunch advocate of the next world war will be fully in the cyber battlefield and cyber Pearl Harbor. And in reality, that's just not the case. Like cyber is a complementary capability to physical warfare. James, hit it.
It's the fifth domain. As ironically, as referenced in an upcoming episode of Simply Secured with Christina Palika. One of the things that interested me in the article as you were scrolling down was they're leveraging AI for these kind of attacks because phishing isn't working as well against the Ukrainians. So you've got a whole nation there that are becoming more aware and being certainly cognizant of the fact that they get their attacks coming through email, so they're guarding that as well as all the other doors that they have to protect. So for me, Russian hackers turning to AI, they've been doing it, they are doing it. Next, we're going to start seeing the agentic AI attacks that they're going to leverage.
Let's do a full panel on this one.
Yeah, I mean, honestly, it's no shock they're using AI. Who, as you mentioned, who isn't? I have to wonder how long it's going to be until we see the article stating that Ukraine is using AI to defend against Russia's AI, and then we're just going to have two AIs duking it out, basically. So yeah, I mean, that really nothing shocking to hear.
Yeah, and Jerry, I'm on the same page as you were, as I thought that, the next thing was going to be fully cyber, but we're seeing that more of a blended approach. And it's really interesting to see, too, how they, everything's evolving, especially with AI. And it'll be interesting to see where we go from here.
Yeah. And I definitely think, like, the humans are still going to be the weakest link. And I don't mean just clicking on dumb links. It's like the Russian soldiers lined up on the Ukrainian border looking for Tinder, like right before the invasion, like those kind of dumb decisions. So OPSEC's a thing, and fortunately or unfortunately, like a mass of the soldiers are typically younger, right? And Gen Zs, right, or Sendies or whatever they call them, alphas. I don't know what they call them. Forget it. Anyways, that's a shout out to Phil Stafford. He loves it when I say these things incorrectly, and my kids are cringing right now somewhere. All right, let's keep going.
Vampire bot malware targets job hunters. Researchers at Arakia Threat Research Labs says a Vietnam-based group called Bat Shadow is targeting job seekers and digital marketing professionals with phishing emails that install vampire bot malware. Written in Go, the malware takes continuous screenshots, hides in system folders, and sends stolen data to remote servers. The campaign uses fake job-related PDFs in zip files to lure in victims, blending surveillance and data theft into what looks like a normal professional activity. Lockbit.
Okay, so this has been happening for a little while, and I want to ask the panel a question, and maybe even like get ready audience here if we want to go there. So yes, there's this vampire bot malware, whatever. You call it whatever you want, like snafu bot malware tomorrow, right? Basically, predators are attacking people looking for jobs, which is like a hot market right now. It's unfair because typically those people, I don't think would be great targets anyways, unless you're playing like a long game to be like, oh, I'll infect Christina Palika today and maybe she'll get a job tomorrow. And then I'm like, I'm playing 4D chess over here. In reality, like it's just get creds, get in, exfil, ransomware and move on. So, I don't understand why this is a whole thing. I actually would like to pare back because typically people who are looking for jobs are either hiding from their employer that they're doing it, or they're solo at their desk filling out 500 job apps and hoping for success. So I really feel like there's an opportunity for either technical tooling to help people handle this particular attack vector, or education and awareness. Now it says a fake PDF comes in. I mean, I know you can bake in some code into PDF, but I don't know. Like I've seen it with PDF, but it's really an LNK file attached to the email, or hey, you got to do this technical test, download this app, run it, and then we're going to make sure that you're not cheating or using AI, whatever. It's all malware. So I guess I'm a GRC dork, but I need a minute to like reflect on my thoughts. So James, as someone who regularly professionally educates people in awareness, how do you solve this problem?
Yeah, as you were categorizing the different, people at their jobs and everything else. For me, I'm looking at this as people that are out of work and wanting a job and are hungry, and something comes in, and we always go back to, if it's too good to be true, it usually is. If you're not expecting it, for me, that's kind of one of the go-tos. If you're not expecting an email regarding that, then take the time just to look through it, have a look at who it's coming from, have a look at those links, and if you're not sure, while there are tools from a technology standpoint that folks can go out and check links with, a lot of people aren't going to do that. So we need the email tools to be able to better identify those. And they're out there and there's products, but if you're on the home user level and you're trying to find a job and offers are coming in or these things are coming in and people are clicking on the PDFs, it makes it very problematic, and it adds to it, because if somebody's out of work, they're trying to find a job, and now they get their computer infected. Now they're really going to be delayed because they won't have a computer.
Yeah, it's a hot mess.
It's a hot mess.
Not to put you on the spot, but Alexa, do you have a thought on this?
Threat actors are going to threat act.
Yep, there you go.
Got a threat act.
Yeah, seriously, like water finds its lowest balance or whatever. Yeah. There's a phrase there that I don't remember correctly, but
water always finds a way.
Or balance or something like that. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, from like a business perspective, this is just yet another malware that your end user can infect themselves with. It's just going to be a really awkward conversation when they do.
Yeah.
And they kind of mentioned a few of the IOCs running from system folders, taking screenshots constantly. That has to be so noisy from a detection standpoint. I mean, even from a data transfer standpoint, it's not like pictures are small. You're going to see an uptick in data coming out of a device. It's going to be pretty easy to identify.
Yeah, that's why I'm thinking to me, it's from a threat modeling perspective, it's such a bizarre target. Because, if you're getting someone who's actively at work, then the detection's probably going to be higher. And if it's someone who's unemployed, with all due respect to people who are unemployed, but what's the end game here for the threat actor, right?
Selling creds on the darknet?
Yep. Yeah.
Yeah, and then brute forcing FanDuel.
And then leveraging their account to go after people that they trust and know, friends and family, and then
I don't know. I feel like there's a service there, like any.run or like something like FedEx kind of mentioned it in chat, like some type of safe PDF launcher thing that does some basic detections or something like that. Just something that is a free service that's part of I don't know if monster.com is still a thing, where do people find jobs now? LinkedIn or whatever?
Indeed. Greenhouse.
One of these services should definitely offer it as a free service as a key differentiator. That's what I think. Of course, it's easy for me to say. I'm not paying the bill, but.
Cheeline and Dragon Force join ransomware forces. Ransomware groups Lockbit, Cheeline, and Dragon Force have formed an alliance to share tools, infrastructure, and techniques, potentially increasing attacks on critical infrastructure and expanding into lower-risk sectors. Lockbit 5.0, capable of targeting Windows, Linux, and ESXi, marks its return after a 2024 law enforcement takedown. Chilean, which is highly active in North America, claimed over 200 victims in Q3 of this year. Overall, ransomware incidents remain high as groups increasingly target new regions like Egypt, Thailand, and Colombia.
Okay, so two things on this one. First and foremost, from a threat actor landscape perspective, apparently teaming up, because Shiny Hunters, Lapsus, and Scattered Spider have been doing this for a little while. They're known as the COM or the community. Apparently, this lockpick gangs are getting into it. So hot right now.
That Hansel's so hot right now.
It's just, this is what they're doing, okay? I forgot about Dragon Force. The only reason I even remember it is because when I think Dragon Force, I think of, there was like a Nintendo game by Konami. You could put in the Konami code and get the 30 lives, and it was like a side-scroller space game. I think it was called Dragon Force. Pretty sick, right? If not, go back and play it. Chilin and Lockbit, again, Chilin's been around. Lockbit, I thought they got the guy, or they had him on the run. Dimitri? Couple of them, yeah. So the fact that Lockbit's back, just so everybody remembers, Lockbit, as far as I was concerned, was like before, like Black Basta, Black Cat Alfie was like the top dog. And then as soon as they went under, Lockbit became like just out of control. And then ransomware as a service, Lockbit 3.0. The leader of Lockbit, his name was Lockbit Sup. He was being like really cagey with law enforcement and kind of a peckerhead. So like it really is interesting to see them not just back, but like making a coalition. I think this is obviously bad for all of us in this room and businesses worldwide. Like, again, Chilin's attacking North America, but like it doesn't matter. Like they'll attack whoever. Like if you're open, if Shodan says you got something that they can exploit, they're gonna stick their finger in there and be like, so, all right, full panel. Oh, James, I'm sorry. Go.
When you see these groups all coming together, and it's interesting because I remember years ago with the Conti group when all their chats were discovered, and you kind of just learned that these folks operate like a small, medium business. And when they end up getting into arguments and fights and whatever, and they disperse, they end up going to start up their own, and then they all come back together. So I wouldn't be surprised if all three of these have all connections within each of them. But yeah, certainly coming together, it's gonna whether they rename or rebrand or they'll just keep their three names will be interesting to see how it goes out.
I do wonder if that, like, how we get together at Wild West Hack and Fest, like, the Minions, like, made fun of it, but, like, Criminal Con, like, I wonder if, like, in Eastern Europe, there's, like, a bathhouse that these guys frequent, and it's where they have these, like, like, we should totally get together, like, it's, like, the three of them, right? It's, like, 2 a.m., they're hammered, they're like, we should open a bar! We should make a ransomware supergroup, right? We'll call it Audio Slave Ransomware, right? That's what I think. All right, Casually Joseph.
I think I'm muted. There we go. This is not a new occurrence. You did kind of mention it earlier with Shiny Hunters and Scattered Spider, and I'm just kind of wondering how long we're going to be before we just get like a giant like threat actor Voltron with all of them coming together.
Hold on. Keep talking. I'm going to AI a graphic for that.
But that would never happen. They can never cooperate like that. But it's just going to increase their capability. It's going to increase their speed, and it's going to increase the amount of hours you have to not sleep to worry about it.
Alexis, yeah?
I'm surprised that this doesn't happen more often, honestly. I mean, from ransomware is a business model, right? And sharing that infrastructure is probably cost effective. So having that as a point, I'm really surprised that it doesn't happen more often, honestly.
And we have a special, because of this story being ransomware in the current state of the ecosystem, Barricade Cyber's own Chief Forensics Officer, Eric Taylor, has stepped into the batter's box. Eric, thoughts on this particular story? And make sure you get lit up. Yeah, there you go.
So I honestly think there's going to be a financial incentive because Lockbit is still on the OFAC list, so they're not allowed to be legally paid from any threat actor or any victims inside of the U.S. So having that correlation with other threat actor groups helps ensure that they're able to receive a repayment. So I see more and more of this stuff as infrastructure gets compromised and they're added to OFAC list, that they're going to leverage other identities. Like, no, we didn't really hack them because it was QLIN, it was Ransom Hub or Dragon Force or whatever. So I see this just being the start of many, many items.
So don't go anywhere. So I'm curious. So do you think that this, like, is this almost like,
the way you just said it, it sounds like this is a service, right? So the threat actor's like, how can we better serve our victims by making it easier for them to pay us? Let's help them circumvent any type of restrictions that they would be held to by, hey, which ones can this company in Brazil pay to? They can pay to you. Okay, and they'll do that. That's what you're saying?
Yes, sir, absolutely.
Ooh, clever. Geez, these guys are getting MBAs and thinking next level instead of just being in, mom's spaghetti restaurant or whatever, right? Isn't that what Eminem said? Eminem was a rapper back in the day, by the way, for you Gens Alphas or whatever. Do they still know it? He's still cool, right? He was in Fortnite, right? Yeah, he was in Fortnite. That's what makes you cool. Well, apparently, my son's like, oh, I was like, oh, you know Snoop? Because it came on, and I'm like, yeah, Snoop. And he's like, yeah, it's the guy from Fortnite, Dad. I'm like, oh, Jesus. And then I said, do you know who Dr. Dre is? He's like, who? I'm like, no. Yeah.
Red Hat hackers team up with scattered lapsus hunters. Dark Reading reports that the group behind the Red Hat consulting breach, known as Crimson Collective, has joined forces with scattered lapsus hunters, the alliance linked to major breaches at Salesforce and other companies. Crimson Collective claims it stole 28,000 Red Hat repositories containing client data and has added Red Hat to Scattered Lapsus Hunters' dark web leak site. Security firm Rapid7 says that Crimson Collective has also targeted AWS environments using leaked credentials and extortion tactics.
All right, so we did hear about this Red Hat attack. We were talking about it yesterday on the Black Hills Talkin' News podcast that was live from Wild West Hackin' Fest. This is, literally, this story is just a follow-up of the previous story, as I just said. Teaming up is so hot right now.
That Hansel's so hot right now.
Again, this is what's happening in 2025. They're more effective. They can share techniques and tactics. Honestly, I'm so old that anyone with gray is going to be like, yeah, I know, and everybody else can be like, what? So this happened already. In the 90s, people were operating independently of each other, and it was if you didn't, know what you were doing, you got kind of ousted, and it was all watch the 1995 movie Hackers. They wouldn't allow that kid Joey into their crew because he wasn't great at hacking, and then he hacked the Gibson or whatever. So this is kind of rinse and repeat all over again, where now they were trying to volley for each other and be, not volley for each other, but compete with each other on attacking and doing these things. And now they're seeing a benefit and a value in cooperation and scaling at large, which is horrible because law enforcement, yes, is arresting the lapsus menders. Especially lapsus, scattered spider, and shiny hunters. They are alleged, or I believe that they're young, 18 to 22 years old. They act a bit erratic. They act a bit brash versus having really strong OPSEC. But if you arrest a few of them, and it's like kicking an anthill over. You're like, oh yeah, I kicked those ants off, and now there's a whole swarm of them coming up. You're like, oh Jesus, did I make this problem worse? Again, I'm not sure how to solve this problem, but it's definitely, it's a rinse and repeat of the last story. But Ms. Julian, anything to add to this one? It is a bit of a rehash, but
Yeah, I was just going to add, like I said last time, I was surprised that this wasn't happening more often, and it seems like it's going to start happening more often. So it'll be interesting to see the collective, I guess, that comes together from this.
I love it. We do have James McQuiggan at 35,000 feet has delivered basically he solved the problem here. Here we go. This is it right here. Casually Joseph asked. Here it is. So they have formed like Voltron in real time. So I need one. Yeah. Actually, I wonder if you could put this through it. You know how you can make it look like an action figure, like a G.I. Joe?
Yeah.
Iterate over this.
I want one though, literally.
Yeah, start producing it. Someone get Hasbro on the phone. All right.
Get Simply Cyber logo.
Oh, hold on. Chat can't see it. There you go, chat. Take a good
There
look
you
at
go.
that. Let that wash over you in an awesome wave. All right, so let's keep cooking.
Vendor is quick to throw out that word, visibility.
Oh, all right. You know what we're quick to do? End the stream when they're done giving us hot take news stories. All right, everybody, hold on 1 second. You know what I got to do? I'm going to play audio, Jesse, so it's coming in hot. All right. All right, everybody. That's going to do it for today's Daily Cyber Threat Brief. Now, as always, don't go anywhere because we're going to be melting your face even further with a special edition of Jaw Jacking. We're here at Deadwood, Grandview Mountain Lodge. I can say it wrong every time.
Deadwood Mountain Grand.
Yeah, Deadwood Grand Mountain Lodge van.
DMG.
DMG.
We're here at DMG, live in Deadwood, Wild West Hackin' Fest. And we're going to have a whole panel. We got mics we can help people in the audience get to, or they can come up and ask their questions or give their hot takes if they're feeling spicy and want to get up in this piece. But anyways, I'm Jerry from Simply Cyber, guys. Thanks so very much. Don't go anywhere. We're going to handle the transition. If you got some fun stuff to say, put it in chat. If you got a question, drop it with a Q up front. Until next time, stay secure. Ever wonder what it takes to break into cybersecurity? Join us every weekday for Jawjacking, where industry experts answer your burning questions about the cybersecurity field. Live, unfiltered, and totally free. Let's level up together. It's time for some Jawjacking. Well, welcome back, everybody. This is Jawjacking, I should have brought my glasses. Your cybersecurity Ask Me Anything show, but it's not Ask Me Anything, it's Ask Us Anything, the old AUA. You don't see it very often, but we're pulling it off here at Grandview Mountain Grand Lodge Dodge. Yep. I'm joined by this wicked sick panel. We've got James McQuiggan at 35,000 feet, senior practitioner in the space, especially around GRC and security awareness. Definitely goes to like 1,000 conferences a year. So if you see him, say hi to him. We've also got Casually Joseph. Recently, can we get a little love? And do people know? Can I share that? It's your announcement. Okay. So recently minted master's candidate who received his master's degree. So thank you. Yes, very good. Solid. Yeah, he crushed it. The guy's been working his butt off. If you've been following him, he's been crushing it. So also a professional blue teamer with a really great company. And straight crushing it. Ms. Julian also just recently got promoted. Another little round of applause. SOC 3. So, I mean, I guess, can I just ask you, are you doing more like intense level investigations, or are you starting to move into management?
So the added part to my job description is more advanced threat hunting now.
Okay.
So.
Oh, all right. You go on.
Advanced threatening.
Advanced Thrunting, if Wade Wells is here. On the ones and twos, I guess, is there a cool name for a mixing board?
I like ones and twos.
All right, so on the ones and twos, we got the Cosmic Cowboy, Jesse Johnson. And then we have an entire studio of practitioners and awesome people here. So they may be joining us on the panel as usual. So I'll kick it off. We are at Deadwood Mountain Wild Fest. Fuck. Wild Hack.
Sorry, Kennedy.
All right, it's a lot to do this and this and this and this. Hey, so we've got 1 day or negative 1 day in because the conference actually starts today technically. James McQuiggan, initial thoughts on Wild West Hackin' Fest?
Oh no, this is a great conference. It's certainly one of the ones I always like to come to every year. I think this is third time attending, second time in person because last year with the hurricane kept me home. But excited to be back here this year. Great connecting with everybody, as always, connecting with friends, meeting new ones. And this year I dragged along a colleague of mine that I work with from KnowBe4, Mr. Eric Crone. So he's here out in the audience, and we're tag teaming up, and we're doing two workshops today and tomorrow on public speaking. It's going to be a lot of fun. Both Eric and I have got hundreds of hours of public speaking, getting up in front of people and talking. And then Friday I've got my Agentic AI talk. So it's a busy couple days. I said to Eric last night, I have a feeling this next 2 days are going to feel like 2 weeks. And Eric goes, no, it's probably going to be gone just like that. So, yeah. So that's, and then next week I'm back on the road again.
All right. There he is. Casually Joseph, you've been volunteering here. So what's your experience been like?
It's been awesome seeing how this whole thing comes together and seeing like how everything runs behind the scenes. Haircut Fish and I kind of worked together to set up a couple rooms, and we determined that the conference, the subtitle is like "The Future is Gaff." It's all gaff tape everywhere. It's been awesome.
You got to gaff it.
Ms. Julian, how's your experience been at Wild West Hackin' Fest?
It's been good. This is my third year, so I always take training, and training here is always chef's kiss. It's always great.
All right, and then finally, I'm trying to do production stuff at the same time. So, Jesse, tell us what your experience is like, and maybe give a good 90-second answer.
Absolutely, I can give you 90 seconds for sure. You can eat that up. This is my third time at Wild West Hackin' Fest here at Deadwood Mountain Grand Lodge, Resort, and Casino. in Deadwood, South Dakota. And I really enjoyed the experience, and I say this time and time again. You come to the conferences to build connections, more importantly, to build relationships with people within the industry, and not just for the sole purpose of making your next best move or getting a career, which those can be byproducts of a healthy relationship or byproducts of creating those good, long-lasting connections. The talks are fantastic. You do learn a ton. Some of them are recorded, so you can watch them. I think the key thing in coming to these conferences is to rub elbows and to really be part of the connection piece and build those relationships.
I love it, 100%. So drop your questions in chat with the queue. We have people like Kathy Chambers, Christina Paulika, Michelle Kahn, Kimberly Can Fix It, Becky Gaylord, Tech Ricky, Code Brew, among others in the community here. So it would be awesome as just part of the community initiative to also have them come up and answer questions as needed, maybe embarrass them a little bit, which is always fun to bring them on. So if you have a specific question for someone who's not on camera, go ahead and be specific about it, and then we can pressure them into doing these things. All right, so I'm looking in chat right now. Who's there that you are starstruck to see?
Yeah.
I think meeting John Strand or John Hammond, if he was there, or even that nerd, Gerald, Auger. So it's a great question. Has anyone been, I guess, starstruck? And it could be in this conference this year or in the past or whatever. I'll tell you one. I'm friends with him, you're right, but Jason Haddix, every time I see him, I hug him. Like, I think he's such a cool dude. I think he, embodies everything that's, good about our industry and about, people doing good and putting good out there and helping others. So for me, maybe it's not starstruck where I'm dumbfounded and tongue-tied, but, it's a point for me. I chased him down to a restaurant once, right? Just for what it's worth.
Stalker.
Yeah, exactly. I use those tools Michelle taught me, but in a good way, though, Michelle. Anybody on the panel see someone that they like?
Michelle Kahn.
Michelle Kahn. So Jesse's not on a mic, but he said Michelle Kahn's here. Definitely a hardworking man. He's got a training, a workshop, a webinar, a live stream, an AMA, a book signing.
I remember Joseph, Justin, and I were pretty giddy to. I remember when my first Deadwood, Joseph, Justin, and I were pretty giddy to hang out with you, Dr. Auger.
Oh, all right, cool.
Yeah. And the cool thing about it, and I said this on our first one, is you're exactly the same in person as you are on stream, and it's awesome.
I love it. I'll do it.
Yeah. The starstruck goes away after you meet him in person a little bit. You're like,
Once you've had a beer, it's over.
Yeah, cyber influencer. I do want to say, can you zoom in on this? Just shout out to someone who couldn't make it to the Wild West Hackin' Fest, but I wanted him to be here with us. This is Joe Hudson. This is from 2 years ago, I think, or last year. Last year, where he freestyled a rap. This is a scene from that. He had a song called Say Wild. When I say wild, you say West. So that's a shout out to him, and I hope he's doing well and look forward to see him soon. Fred On from Ghana, love myself some Fred On, says, James, are you having Simply Secured at the same stage?
So our shows are already recorded, but tomorrow our second episode of season 2 does premiere at 9:30. We'll do a watch here after tomorrow, and the guest this week is Christina Paulika. We had an awesome chat,
whoop, whoop.
And I'm looking forward to all of you getting to hear some of the great stories and info that she shared. It's gonna be a lot of fun.
I have an amazing announcement for everyone. I should have mentioned this earlier. So if you're still with us, you're hardcore Simply Cyber, and it's awesome. So yesterday at the conference, we were on a panel. It became very dynamic in the moment, and we started collecting money for a charity called Becky's Fund, and it basically goes towards domestic violence victims to help them, get new housing, to help them get more secured OPSEC, all these things. It's a great fund for a population that frankly could use some help, right? So we raised $200 yesterday. It's absolutely not required. It's just people walking up and throwing some money. So John Strand asked me yesterday, he's like, Jerry, can you take this and make more money out of it? And I'm like, okay, John, how do I do that? So we workshopped, we did some stuff yesterday, and what we're going to do tomorrow, okay, so I wanted to we're going to try to do it today, and it was we made this decision at 1 a.m. last night, so we'll do it tomorrow. We are actually going to be raffling off tons of prizes, and basically you buy $20 to buy a ticket, you get a pool of prizes, all the money goes towards Becky's Fund. We're going to set up a Venmo or a Kickstarter. We don't want to do it through YouTube chat, because YouTube takes like 30 or 40 or 50% now. It's gross. Ugh. But we will set it up. And basically what will happen is there's prizes like, so Jason Haddix last night was like, hey, I want to give prizes to this. My training at Arcanum Security, 5 licenses of every training I have. You can allocate those. So we have a ton of great prizes. Right as I was leaving, Jason Blanchard from Rekka Comics said, I told him what we were doing. He's like, dude, how about this? I will give you a 1-of-1 skateboard that has the Rekka Comic screen print on it, signed by all the graphic artists.
Oh, wow.
I mean, that's like insane. You can't buy that. Nope. You can't recreate it. It's insane. So it's going to be some pretty sick prizes. We'll probably do some recruiting tomorrow or later today for some more prizes and stuff. Simply Cyber Academy will give out some stuff. So we're going to have a fun day tomorrow. We're going to raise some money, and we're going to just do prizes and whatnot. So giddy up on that. You will be able to participate remotely as well. So if you're watching remotely, we're going to have a couple Simply Cyber members who are watching the chat, and they'll write your name down on a ticket, and that'll be your ticket here locally. So you will be able to enter. So it is all about inclusion.
Cool.
All right. So it's more all community here than questions in chat. I really would like to bring some people up. Yeah. Christina, you want to come up here and say what you like about Wild West Hackenfest, and then get to introduce you, and then maybe Tech Ricky after that, yeah? So let's bring some people up. Christina Paulika's coming up on stage. She's known as the librarian in the community and does great stuff. So Christina, got to get on camera, get her on camera. All right, Christina Paulika.
Good morning.
Good morning.
What I like about this conference in particular is you take over the whole city, and all of you are here for the same reason. So when you run into people, they're here, they're not necessarily distracted. In some other conferences, they're working, they're trying to make deals, they're trying to catch up with people that they haven't caught up in a business way. Here, it's very friendly, it's very familiar. And by the way, I'm saying that with a huge bias for Black Hat and Vegas, because I am from there, and I'll rep it every time someone gives me a microphone. But that's what I love about Wild West, is it's truly our conference.
Yeah. What's the name of this hotel we're at?
What?
See?
DMG.
Thank you, Christina Paulika. I enjoy it. If you have questions for Christina Paulika, she can definitely answer this. Says, please let us know what are some of the hot trends that people in the cyber community need to learn as we move into 2026. Question for Christina. Then we'll get some Tech Ricky action up in this piece.
In my personal opinion, I think having a good sense of business and what's going on in the market is really going to inform what's going on with threat actors as well. So just with that story that we had of the consolidation of threat actors, that's happening in real life with private sectors. A lot of companies are getting together in order to share resources while increasing profits. And that's exactly what you're seeing with threat actors. It's just a business. So I think what we're seeing is if you have a good pulse on the markets and business, you're probably going to be able to predict of what's coming next from threat actors as well.
Awesome. Hot takes, really informed, done hot takes. So Christina Paulika, everyone, aka the librarian. Thank you, Christina. Definitely love it. Definitely love it. Let's bring Tech Ricky up here. Tech Ricky, you wanna answer some stuff? Tell us about your little Wild West Hackenfest adventures. I had some fun with this guy last night. Also, shout out to Tech Ricky. He was involved in the setup crew for this operation. So if you like the look of what we're doing, Tech Ricky is part to thank. Ladies and gentlemen, Tech Ricky. Tech Ricky, what do you think about this conference?
Oh, man, this conference is great. This is one of the few conferences I've been to where you see a wild John Strand in a bar at 1 a.m. looking for the bathroom, and he's just, where's it at? Oh, it's that way, John. Oh, thanks, dude. It's just great. But it's really the people. There's so many people that I met last year at Wild West, and you kind of lose track through work and everything over the years, and maybe you like a LinkedIn post or you comment on it, but then you see them here, and you're like, oh, man. What's up? How you been? How's everything going? And you just kind of reconnect like you never even didn't talk for a year. It's great. It's the community is just awesome. It's so good.
It's magical. It is magical. So if you got any questions for Tech Ricky, drop them in chat. And it's all about good times up in this. So, we're definitely on a delay here because people are now like, what's up, Christina? So, no, I love it. Ms. Julian, I by the way, just as a fun fact, I have an Alexa digital assistant on my desk, and every time I would say Alexis in chat, it would light up and cause problems. So I've always referred to it as Ms. Julian. So just a little background on that story. From what you're seeing at work and doing advanced threat hunting and stuff, is there any kind of key insights or anything that might be a bit of good advice for someone like at work, like who works in a SOC right now, or is a blue teamer?
If you're not using MITRE ATT&CK, use MITRE ATT&CK.
Okay.
They've got really great detections and mitigations for their techniques and tactics, and for each of the procedures, and it's written out really well, and you can essentially use those detections to help augment your SOC and all your...
So I'm familiar with MITRE ATT&CK, but when you say those detections, I mean, are you saying take the MITRE ATT&CK and then convert and operationalize those, or are there indicators of compromise that you can pull out of MITRE ATT&CK?
They have actual detections that you can pull.
Oh, nice.
Yep.
There you go. Sounds like a great tool to develop, right? Like automate that piece and point and click and send it. So I like it. I do like it. All right, still looking in chat for questions if you have any.
MITRE for the win.
MITRE for the win, 100%. I do like it. All right, so we do have. What else do we have? It's tough. Without the questions, it's always a little warm. All right, I do like it. James, go. You got something for us?
Well, I was gonna pull from the rapid fire and turn to you there, Jerry, and say, if there was a sandwich to be named after you, what would be in it?
Oh, I mean, honestly, probably an Italian sub. I would just appropriate it and rename it. It's a you know what? Okay, it's a dependable sub with hots. Like people from Massachusetts know what these things are. I don't know. What do they call it? Something else in Vegas? The hots. It's like hot. It's like pickled chopped up peppers. Oh yeah, it's like a hot pepper cherry pepper relish.
Ah.
They call it hots in New England. That is my sandwich.
There you go.
It's an Italian sub with hots on it and oil and vinegar. Like get out of here with your
Oil and what?
vinegar. So yeah, absolutely good time. What about a drink, Joseph? You are an adult beverage. What would be in you?
No, I was just gonna say I'm surprised that your sandwich isn't like a 6-inch hoagie roll soaked in IPA.
Oh yeah, bread on bread.
No, I'm a huge fan of whiskey, so I would probably just choose my representative drink to be an old fashioned. I love an old fashioned so much.
That's actually, for those who don't know Joseph, he's young. He's like 19, and he's such
Yeah.
he's such an old soul. So an old fashioned, totally on brand, on multiple levels. I love it. He's not 19, he's 24. Yeah. So yeah, he's our Gen Alpha rep. So I like it. All right, continuing to look at chat. People are yelling for Kathy Chambers. DJ B-Sex up in here. DJ B-Sex says a sandwich with me would have turkey on it. That's pretty funny. I like that.
Oh, geez.
Extra mayo.
All right. People want to hear from Kathy Chambers. Kathy, do you want to be on stage?
Come on down, Kathy Chambers.
Sarah Montgomery is calling Kathy to the stage.
Oh, there.
I love it. I wish we had walk-on music for everybody.
The price is right.
Yeah.
Come on down.
All right. So here's Kathy Chambers, who's coming hot off of a 3-hour shift last night.
Got her coffee.
This is me in the mornings.
I love it. Kathy, thanks for
Cheers.
joining the panel.
Hi, guys. Hi, Sierra. This is Sierra's fault. I saw her comment.
100%.
Good morning, Sierra. Thank you for having me.
How has your Wild West Hack and Fest experience been, Kathy?
It's been amazing. I second Tech Ricky in that it's just such an awesome community and coming together and seeing all you guys. Jerry and I met for the first time a few years ago, but we were talking for 2 years and working together with one of my old companies. He was we were sponsoring some of his shows, and then I was a little starstruck when I first met Jerry. I was like, oh my gosh, we've been talking for 2 years. I see you in person. So that's how I feel about a lot of you guys is it's so cool just to hug and high five. And I told somebody last night, it's unacceptable that we only see each other once a year. So I was like, what can we do to fix that? Because once a year is not enough. I think we need more love.
Well, we have Simply CyberCon that we can
Yes, we
attend.
do.
We do have
And
Simply
we do-
SimCon.
And some of us run into each other at Black Hat, DEF CON, because that's where you and I, that was only, 3 years ago we figured out last night? 2022?
Yeah.
You,
But I will say that, Simply CyberCon, we'll be small so we can all talk. But when the DEF CONs and the bigger places, it's just really hard to have this kind of community. So we're really lucky to be here.
Yeah, 100%. Yeah, the Black Hat event we had this year, the DEF CON event we had this year, felt very similar to like a wedding reception where I had like 60 1-minute or 240 1-minute conversations. So I do like going below the surface though and having more meaningful conversations. Like what's going on with you? So Sierra, do you have a question for Kathy? Anita says you have your favorite shirt on.
Oh yeah, anti-siphon training.
Woohoo! Yeah, anti-siphon training. That Run DMC red on black, very nice.
Yes. Yeah, Zach Hill came up with this design. So shout out to Zach if he's watching.
I love it. Alice Grimm wants more first Met stories. We can definitely drop those in. Kathy, you want to share one more first Met story? Maybe if you have one that's...
First Met story. Jack Scott, I know a lot of you know her. Same kind of situation. We'd been talking for a year. And who said this? I think it was you. Meeting everybody in real life, like it's so awesome that you're the same people, right? Like there's no camera or you're not faking it. Like you are like this person in real life. And Jack Scott is definitely one of those people. She's just as cool as in person. So she was another one I was like, Jack Scott.
She's very cool. Yeah.
Yeah. And now we're best friends. So I don't know if she knows we're best friends. She's my
Jax
this breaking news.
If Jax finds it out right now, yeah, exactly.
That's great.
No, I love it. Thank you, Kathy.
No problem.
I do want to give a shout out to Nerman. Nerman, big friend of the show. He'll be at Simply CyberCon with a $20 super chat. He says, it's an amazing episode. So happy to see you all. Awesome people. I agree 100%. This is...
What? Did we just become best friends?
Yep. Yeah, we're not trying to push FOMO onto you people, but we're trying to make it more immersive. Oh, there we go. I love it. It's a little low. It's all right. I love it. All right, so let's keep on cooking. Let's see. Code Brew? Is Code, everybody knows Code Brew. Everybody knows him, but do you know Code Brew? Code Brew, who's from the upstate, which is, our very own South Carolina's own, in the house. Code Brew, how are you?
I'm doing well. This is my first Wild West Hackin' Fest.
Oh, all right. So give us the rookie POV.
I haven't even gotten to the conference yet, and I'm already, overstimulated. Just being able to catch up with people that I've, met before, and then meeting tons of new people that I know the names, but I've never seen them, and just being able to chat with everybody, it's been awesome.
Any starstruck moments since you're kind of running into some people for the first time?
Zach Hill last night was, he was a big one for me because I started watching him back when IT Career Questions, and he's actually one of the influences that got me into IT. And I told him that last night, and he was getting a little emotional. And
nice.
It was awesome.
Way to go, Zach Hill. I love it here. Zach Hill gets there's a Ric Flair woo that just played, just so everybody knows.
So Code Brew will be November 7th. Will be on Simply Secured.
Oh, there you go, another member.
Yep.
And for those who don't know about Simply Secured, James, what is Simply Secured?
Simply Secured is a podcast. It's a podcast. We're in our second season or series where I'm interviewing people from either just getting out of university all the way up to 10, 20 years of experience. But we're looking at how they got into that career, tips, best practices, and then we end the episode with a fun series of rapid fire questions. So it's a way just to kind of hear stories of how people got into cyber.
Phenomenal, and you can check it out on Simply Cyber's YouTube channel on Fridays at 9:30. They'll be rolling, and we'll be doing it tomorrow live from Wild West Hackin' Fest with Christina Paulika, the librarian, being put on stage. So Code Brew, question for you. This is a question that a lot of people have commonly asked in chat. How are you taking advantage of a conference, right? Anyone can buy the ticket, anyone can show up, but what are your tips, tricks, especially since we're about to start Wild West Hackin' Fest?
Yeah, so, like it's already been mentioned, the big thing is just getting to network and talking to people. Find somebody that you know, kind of hang out with them for a little while. They might know somebody else. They introduce you to them. Next thing you know, you're talking for 15, 20 minutes, and then they're introducing you to somebody else, and just keep that momentum rolling.
There you go. So if you're a little shy, a little nervous, don't be, because everybody's kind of doing the same thing. Punch fear in the throat, right? Imposter syndrome, if you want to call it that, and just nail it. Yes.
All right, thank you very much, Code Brew. It's awesome. I love it. Is Kimberly back there, or did she run away?
She's at the back.
Oh, she's getting coffee.
Yeah.
Hey, Kimberly, you want to be on camera?
No.
She said no?
No.
Okay,
Yeah,
all right. We always try to get Kimberly on camera because she doesn't want to be on camera.
I feel like we need to get Dan up here.
Oh, the haircut fish.
Yeah.
Yeah. You know what? He's behind the camera.
Someone needs to take the stick for him.
Yeah. I'll take it. Or Justin? Oh, Josh is going to do the camera. All right. So, ladies and gentlemen, I mean, you normally see haircut fish on the meme of the week, but have you really seen him in 3 dimensions?
No one wants to see that.
Ladies and gentlemen, haircut fish, and it's a variable lens, so if you want to zoom in on them, you can do it that way. Haircut fish, you volunteered at Wild West Hackin' Fest this year.
Yes.
And you're all over the place quite a bit. How's your experience been this year?
Great. Last year was the first year that I volunteered. It was my first Wild West, and I enjoyed it so much I came back. Yes, you're busy most of the week, but you still get that time to make the connections, meet people, and talk, and you're just doing like awesome things along the way. I know I'm looking down this way, and I should probably be looking at the camera. So,
I love it. All right. Any first met someone in real life first time story to share?
So at Wild West, I got to talk with John Strand last year a little bit. Super busy guy, as always. So, but yeah, I got to talk with him. I was waiting for him to reprimand me for all the memes I've made of him, but no, he was really cool about it. But I got to talk with John Hammond last year a little bit, and just even people that are less known, some of the SOC workers for Black Hills, I got to talk with them and kind of pick their brains on things. And so it's a great place to meet well-known and not so well-known people because they all have so much to contribute.
Yeah, it is amazing how much the depth of knowledge of all the practitioners are that come to this conference and come to all the conferences and like basically start forming these I feel like we're Terminator 2, the bad guy who was made of liquid metal, and then when he freezes and then merges like that thing.
T1000.
Yeah, T1000. That's us. That's the cybersecurity community, right? That's what I think is going on.
So, fun fact, believe it or not, Dan Ridden will be on Simply Secure October 31st.
Oh my God! You'd think that we had planned this?
Honestly, no, but it's just ironic, yeah.
Is that what's that? Oh, it's Dan Reardon's birthday today. Happy birthday, Dan Reardon.
To you. Happy birthday, dear Dan.
Happy birthday to you.
Yay!
Woo!
Thank you, everybody. Thank you.
Oh, that's so good. I love it. Thank you, Josh, for letting us know.
Yes, thank you very much, Josh.
So good. All right. So as usual, if you have any questions, we are doing a lot of personal kind of community-focused questions, which is phenomenal. But if you do have a work question, tech question, any of those type of questions, just drop them in chat with a queue up front. We got about 10 minutes, and then we're going to get kicked out of Grand Mountain DMG.
What was that?
It's like Mad Libs. He has
Deadwood Mountain Grand,
Deadwood and then just fills in a bunch of nouns and adverbs.
It's awesome.
Deadwood Mountain.
I'm enjoying it now. I'm leaning into it because that way it's it seems I'm deliberately doing it, right? So I never have to really remember what it's called. So that works out perfect. That's a good point. TechRun says T1000 drink, right? So for those who don't know, might be new to the community, we have a drinking game every time I make a 80s or 90s reference that everybody should know except Joseph. We drink.
I made a Voltron reference.
You did make a Voltron. I'm joking. He knows what's up. Kimberly's got shell toes on right now. If you know, you know, right? So it's all good. So we can keep on rolling on this. We need Simply Cyber Mad Libs. All right. I guess I'm trying to do some more open-based ones. I guess what are you doing with are you working on any of these agentic AI things or is anyone working on this? I want desperately to work on agentic AI, and I'm I don't know where to start. It's like a friggin' double Dutch, and I'm just like I'm on the side of the double dutch doing this, like I'm about to jump in, but like I never do.
Welcome to the club.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay. So this is a thing. I'm not alone.
Yeah, it's one of the things I'd like to work on, but just I have so much other stuff going on that I can't get to it.
Yeah.
Eventually, hopefully, I'd like to, but yeah.
Yeah, Ms. Julian, you doing agentic AI stuff?
I'm not. I have no time.
Right. Like, who are these people? Like, I feel like it's only like YouTube influencers, like who are in like selling stuff about their SaaS product that are doing don't please. Dan,
When's the agentic AI video coming out?
Yeah, we're scheduling videos for 2026. February will be agentic AI. Although honestly, I probably will do a series of videos on it to force me to get the time to learn about it. Yeah.
So I've been messing around with N8N. I started the year playing with FlowWise, and so playing with those, and there's plenty of resources. Yes, YouTube videos and everything else, but even the templates to be able to plug in are readily available and easy. But yeah, it's interesting to play with, but I haven't gotten too serious with it. Oops, sorry.
No, it's good. It's good. Here.
Yep.
My ears are getting
pull your ears off.
We do have some questions coming in. Josh Mason, we're gonna introduce him, or what do you?
I got a agentic thing.
Oh yeah, drop it.
Yeah. So.
By the way, this is Josh Mason. For those who don't know, Josh, welcome to the party.
Hey.
All right, Josh, drop some agentic AI knowledge on us.
So similarly, I've been playing with N8N. I've actually been using it for my D&D campaign.
Oh, nice. Okay.
Yeah.
Go on.
Trying to feed my all the lore that I built, and then past sessions and all the character sheets that my players have made, and have that as references, and then using Open Router as a then feedback for RAG, what is that? Return augmented
generation. RAG?
Yeah.
Yeah, retrieved augmented generation.
Yeah, retrieve augmented generation. So every time I start a chat with the bot, now it knows everything that I know about the D&D campaign, or all the ideas so far.
You're no longer needed here, Josh. AI's like, I got it.
Then I can have a chat with someone other than the random poor folks that I've, shared my deep lore with, and be like, so what do you think I should do on the next session? Unlike the couple poor people here that I've, sucked into my world.
I love it. So great use case, a fun one, right? Because for me personally, when I'm learning a new language, a new technology or something like that, you have to have a use case, right? If you just read this is how you program, this is a variable, this is a loop, it doesn't
think of something you want to automate.
Yeah, it doesn't resonate for me. We got a super chat in chat from Samantha. Hold on, where is it? There it is. Samantha Nakamoto says, great show, putting it on chat right now. Samantha, thank you so very much. I appreciate it. We got some questions coming in as well. By the way, just no one asked me a question, but when you get here at Wild West Hackin' Fest at the airport, Deb Wigley and Jason Blanchard are there to welcome you. Yeah. It's one of my favorite parts of the trip, and there's so many great parts of this trip. But that one, it's one I feel like people don't talk about. Yeah. But it's really cool.
Shuttle con or bus con.
Airport con.
Yeah. Airport con. Yeah.
So Lazaro Rivera says, I took the opportunity to rewrite our SOP due to new tools. So new procedures to be put in place. Before presenting the final version, what are some check boxes for an IR procedure? So Lazaro getting after it, developing a new IR procedure.
Good stuff.
As a SOC 3 super analyst or engineer, Ms. Julian, you've got a junior analyst who writes a new IR procedure. What are some final ticks before he delivers it?
That's a great question. So it really, is this policy or procedure? Sorry.
It's a procedure.
Yeah. So procedures really getting into the nitty-gritty of each action that you're going to be taking through the steps, and practice it. Make sure that you can go through it and make sure that everything flows and the actions that you're taking make sense and everything in the procedure makes sense, essentially. Yeah.
There you go. Joseph, you got something?
I would say make sure it's written so that somebody else can read it and make it make sense.
Oh, such a pro move.
Yep.
Such a pro move. Yeah, definitely give it to someone who wasn't involved and see if they can execute it the same way. 100%. Yeah, I love that. James, Keith Sloan wants to know, what projects have you worked on that made you love cyber? And obviously, it's assumed we all love cyber, and if you don't...
What projects I worked on?
Yeah, what was that moment where you're
what
like...
was my aha moment in cybersecurity?
The Vapus.
Yeah.
The Vapus.
For me, way back, we're going way back to like 2000s here, was doing network security, doing compliance, and it was meeting the corporate security folks from Siemens, and essentially chatting with them, and they were like, you should... Security was always something interesting. I always felt physical security, cybersecurity, they always had the best stories. And so it was just kind of something that was like, yeah, I should look into that. And then it was getting my CISSP, passing that, and then just getting into the world and just kind of took off.
I love it. Joseph, do you have a moment?
Oh, like a project I did?
Yeah, or just like I don't know. I feel like there's a moment, right? Like if you screw up IT the first time in real life, you always remember that moment. I feel like when you realize, like, oh shit, like this cyber's awesome. Like I love this thing.
Oh man, a while ago, when I was first starting to tinker in IT, because that was what my degree was in. I was just doing IT work and had no focus in anything. And then there was one teacher who linked us to a video on how malware is basically just software but built for evil. And watching that video kind of was like, oh, this is kind of cool. I didn't know, I was way brand new, so I didn't understand the different types or anything like that. And it was just kind of a mind-opening thing.
Yeah, awesome. Ms. Julian, do you have a moment? We got just about 90 seconds left for the show here, so.
Yeah, so my moment would have been probably 5 years ago. I was already in security, but the company that I worked for put me in charge of managing their third-party SOC. And so that's where I got my first taste into incidents, and then from there, I realized that this is, what I want to do, and kind of shifted my trainings and my learnings to go for that.
All right, the adrenaline dump. Jesse, Cosmic Cowboy, you want to drop on us?
Yeah, it was honestly spinning up home labs and being like, I can do this in a production environment and secure, be part of something bigger than myself, and then secure operations and help make whatever organization a better place.
I love it. And me personally, it's when my code got audited, because I was a software developer, my code got audited for FISMA compliance. I failed miserably. And out of sheer spite, I was going to prove the auditors wrong. So I went and learned all the FISMA. And then I was like, oh, first of all, my code was wrong. But I wrote it to requirements, so let's be honest. And then second of all, I was like, holy crap, this is cool. And then I found out, what I found out about? I think it was Saint. It was a vulnerability scanner. I think it was called Saint.
Oh, yeah.
And I was like, wait a minute, you don't have to know how to just hack these things. You can have a tool tell you what to do. How is this legal? How is this a thing? And then I was like, ah! And then I fell in love, and I never looked back. It was awesome. It was so good. All right, guys, if you are here at Deadwood, right, you're watching this I know Jack Scott literally said she was going to, turn it on in bed and then put mute and then go back to bed. So if you happen to be the Jack Scotts of the world, or you're just, picking this up on replay and you happen to be here at Deadwood, definitely join us tomorrow. We're going to be rolling it back on Friday, October 10th to do the show again, plus jaw-jacking. And we'll be doing those huge raffle prizes tomorrow to raise money for Becky's Fund, a domestic violence victim charity, where I think 97% of donations go to victims directly. On behalf of the entire panel, James McQuiggan, Casually Joseph, Alexis Julian, Jesse Johnson, all of our Simply Cyber community members who joined us up on stage as guests. I'm Jerry from Simply Cyber. Thank you so very much. And until next time, stay secure.